All right, so I wrote a complaint to management, right? Says, complaint against rytech. Employees Joel, white male, Lewis, white male. I, Tariq Wilson, worked at rytech and I was racially discriminated against because I'm black and denied employment. I was also assaulted, battered, and a hate crime was done against me where a racist employee named Lewis, who is white, the male, hit me with a humidifier and tried to push me down the steps. He also provoked, taunted, instigated, and racially harassed me because I'm black by disrespecting me, yelling, screaming, slamming, and throwing things at me. I remained professional and told Joe twice that Lewis was unsafe, a hazard, dangerous, disrespectful, and difficult.
Where are those jobs you have to pick up today? What city? Fort Myers?
Yes.
Hostile, difficult, and did not know what he was doing, and kept
Go back at the golf course?
doing jobs wrong. And Joe still put me with him, which makes him an accomplice and liable to the crime. Joe set me up to fail and fired me when Lewis called him and lied on me when I told Lewis he did a hate crime and that I would tell management. First, I did not have management's number at the time, and Joe got scared and real nervous and called first and told white lies to Joel, and Joe took his side because he hates me because I'm black, just like Lewis does, and he's a redneck. He told me that, and rednecks hate black people.
Right now we're a little traffic time, John. Just gonna cruise a little yucky man. Because I can fit my job in this today.
And he showed bias and took Lewis aside and did not hear my side and told Lewis to tell me not to come into work no more and fired me. Lewis is also an unsafe driver and drives crazy, hostile, and dangerously through traffic, but he's still employed here. That's the racism. He is a madman that does not handle pressure well, then blames me for his hate and racism, which he tried to hide, but shows it in his face. You can see it, the hate in his face that he hates me, but I hate him too, so it's equal. I request the owner, John, and Coastal Services to investigate the crime and this problem and correct it fast. If not, I will be filing criminal charges on the hate crime, assault, battery, and harassment with the justice system, Lee County Sheriff's Office, Fort Myers Police Department, and the State Attorney's Office. And I will be filing a racial discrimination charge with the EEOC. I am black. Don't worry about that. I am black for justice. Fire me because I'm black. For justice, employment, injuries, loss, and damages. Thanks, sincerely, respectfully, Tariq Wilson, also known as Black Power. You get where I'm going? You get where I'm going?
They told you not to come?
Yeah, but I'm still here. You get where I'm going?
No, don't be here because they might call you.
I don't give a damn. If they call the cops, I'll be filing charges on that too. That's another violation. So I don't care. But I told John, I'll do it. I told John, but you get where I'm going. But it's okay. Don't be scared. No, listen. I already talked to Joe, and I already talked to John. So don't be scared. You understand what I'm saying? And if they call the cops, I'll let the cops do the same damn thing. Then I'm filing a crime on rytech, and they got to pay me for that. You get where I'm going? You understand where I'm going, bro? Right. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's too late. It doesn't matter. It's too late. So we'll see what happens. If they violate the law some more, they'll pay some more. You get where I'm going? That's how I roll. That's Black Power for you. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. So see if they fix it. If they don't, it's okay. I'm going to get paid. I'm going to go home, relax, take a vacation, and get paid. That's how I roll. You understand? Gotcha. Good. So now you know who you're saying. Now you know me very well. And tell a friend.
I'd rather get somebody else that has all that technology.
That's it. I'm a dumb fucker. It's all good.
Well, no. And that one, that'll be fine. Cool. It'll be fine.
All right, so I'll switch over today. I'll switch over. That's fine. No, is there anything I gotta just drive it and change oil in it?
Okay, what's up, man?
Yeah. So basically, insurance.
It's party time. Let's go.
So I had to file a complaint, or write a complaint last night for the problem that happened yesterday. Basically, I just want to say, I like this company and I respect this company, and I'm very professional, and at least I try to be when I'm around people who hate me and don't like me because I'm black. and I still remain professional. So I want to let you know that. Now, if someone violates me or disrespects me or touches me or harms me, then that's when that changes and I become defensive. So yesterday, when I was working with Mr. Lewis, I was helping him and I was trying my hardest not to punch him in his face because he was provoking me and taunting me and instigating against me. And I had told, and I have it on proof here on video, I asked Joe twice if I can be able to work with somebody else instead of him because he doesn't like me. You can see it in his face, and you can see it in his actions, behavior. He's a redneck, and rednecks don't like black people. So, and I told Joe twice if you can please have him not work with me, or if I could work with someone else. There's many other guys who I could work with who, even though they may not like me either, they don't take it and cross the line. With Lewis, he crossed the line where he's been throwing shit at me, pushing me, grabbing stuff out of my hand for no reason, and I'm showing him help. I'm respecting you work with me, so you know how I roll. When I do a work job, I want to get the job done. I don't want to hang around and dilly-dally because I don't have time for that. I'm a businessman. I'm a professional. I don't know if you can tell, So, and Mr. Lewis, he sees that. He sees that I'm trying to remain professional, do my job, but he's still giving me a very hard time. And you can see it, and everybody knows it because it's rare. No one talks to me. Everyone's silent, and they're watching me, and I'm watching them. So as I said now, yesterday was the breaking point. So we had a long work day. I didn't, as I said, I didn't want to work with him, but then still Mr. Joe put me with him, and I wasn't sure what to do. I wish I had. I didn't sure what to do, but now that I thought about it, I wish I had spoke to you before I left because probably that would have been avoided. But I didn't think about it until today. I was like, I probably should have talked to you before I left with him. So anyway, we went on the job, and I was okay. I'm just gonna do what I usually do, just do my job, focus on my job, and try to ignore him. But he took it to another level. So it started off where he just started provoking me, and when we were at lunch, we had went to what is it called, Dairy Queen, and we were eating, and he was just doing like little things like rushing me and telling me you have to hurry up, and I was like, listen, I know what we have to do. We have a 30-minute break lunch, and I would appreciate it if you could stop rushing me because I don't want to choke, and I take my time when I'm eating. So it's like he's always very anxious and always I can't find the right word, but always rushing and he's so I just told him relax. I need to eat my food, and when I'm done, we can start the next job. Oh, that's why nobody likes you. Nobody wants to work with you. So I don't care who likes me and who wants to work with me. The point is that I do my job, okay? So, and they know that, whether they like me or not. You could ask anybody. And if you don't believe me, let's have a big meeting. Let's have a big powwow where we're going to find out who likes me, who doesn't, and if I do a job and if I don't. So let's have a big powwow. And I'll bet you that most people will say, yes, I do my job. But then most will say, yeah, I don't like him because I don't know why. So anyway, so I just told him, don't go there. So then he got mad and stormed out the what is it called? The restaurant. And I wanted to contact you guys at that time, but I just didn't have the number and I couldn't find it. I found the number eventually later on this morning. But it was too late because he had already called, what's his name, Joe, and lied and told white lies. And Joe instantly believed him. And then Joe told him to tell me not to come to work this morning. And I told him to tell Joe, no, I'm coming to work because you're not going to cover this up. And you're not going to make me look bad. And you're not going to act like you're sweet and the innocent victim because I'm the one that was violated. So anyway, the point I'm making is basically, so when we were at the house, he was being very unprofessional, cursing in front of the customer, and the customer heard that. He thought the customer didn't hear, and stuff like that. So this goes to show you, what I'm working with. Another thing I wanted to mention too is that because he's very how would you say has a very bad attitude. He shows it in his driving. So. A lot of times he drives very dangerously, cutting in and out of traffic, driving very fast, stopping very suddenly, because he's always rushing and doing stuff like that. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So, a lot of times I felt very unsafe driving with him, and I tried to let management know for these reasons, because he's an unsafe driver, he's dangerous to be around, and he also works unsafely too, because he almost made me get hurt yesterday when we were taking apart a shelf where the shelf had collapsed and almost hit my hand. So I told Joe he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's always getting into trouble and always doing jobs wrong. That's why he has to redo.
Good morning. Morning, Governor.
He also does his jobs wrong. That's why he has to redo the jobs. That's another problem.
Okay, let's hold on.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
I hear what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's a full-time employee of ours.
Mm-hmm.
He's got all the training and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.